They better get some going real quick, because here comes that 24 car, and he has got a fast car tonight. Jeff Gordon on the move.
He has caught Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski. There's Gordon's 24 in fourth, in a position to challenge. Keselowski comes back on the outside, and they touch. He and Edwards get together.
Yeah, Carl just cannot get off a 2 on the bottom like the guys can get off a 2 on the top. There's just so much speed up there.
That brings the 5 of Casey Kane into the picture as well.
Woo, man.
Whoa, that's close.
Man, he cut right in front of the 2 cars.
No quarter asked, none given.
Yeah, could you cut me a little slack? Forget about it.
Boy, Carl Edwards got a great run off turn 2 that time, and at 99 up to the top side of
Whoa, trouble, turn 3. Turn 3, Kyle
Hard
Busch.
in the wall goes Kyle Busch, and slammed into by Joey Logano.
Kyle Busch went all the way down on the apron going down the back straightaway and lost control, come up in front of the field. Oh my gosh.
First pileup of the night. And Kyle, who went to victory lane in last night's Camping World Truck Series race here. And Joey Logano.
Mike, he was coming down the back. He went way to the inside, which is really dirty down there. It's always a lot of dirt and sand. And when he tried to come back up in the track, the car spun out. Right here. Now watch, he goes right here. He's going to go to the bottom. Here he goes, way down the bottom. Oh, he got into Boyer, and then Boyer clipped him.
Here's a better look. Because when he gets off of Boyer, now he's got to take evasive action, and that puts him on the apron.
Yep.
And around.
And then him and Clint touched just enough when he was down on the apron to turn him around.
Dale Jr. just misses him.
Yep.
Unfortunately, Joey Logano does not.
Probably would have been okay if it hadn't been for that. Kyle might have been able to get tires and kept going, but that did him in.
Jeff Gordon, Casey Kane, Kurt Busch, Clint Boyer, Jimmy Johnson, Dale Earnhardt Jr., and Hamlin. Oh, he's slow to the get-go here.
Yeah, he had no grip. I mean, he spun the heck out of his tires, and that bottled that whole inside up. That cost Jeff Gordon a bunch of time right there. Somebody's up in there smoking.
Clint Boyer, I think he may have got
Allmendinger. Allmendinger hard into the wall.
Oh, no.
He might have had a little help.
Keep it down, bud. Keep it down. Keep it down.
Well, they were all bottled up in there, and a car up smoking. I think it's, I couldn't tell who it was. Maybe the 31?
A.J. Allmendinger was 10th in heavy traffic.
Yeah, it looks like the 16 was going by the 55 here on the outside, but there's a car up there smoking. Who was that smoking?
That's Clint Boyer.
Boyer, yeah, he's up in there smoking. I think that was maybe a distraction, and then this happened.
Allmendinger was coming up, and Vickers was coming down to try to avoid what might be going on in front of him.
A lot like what happened to Kyle Busch when he was trying to go by the 15. They made slight contact, but it spun him out.
So let's ride with Kevin Harvick, who's trying to come out of about 12th place here.
Clear up if you want all the way to the 16 if you want it.
That's old school right there, though, because that's what we used to say is pushing like a dump truck, driving like a dump truck. That's just some of that old school stuff.
All right, Jamie McMurray brings him to the flag. Brad Keselowski spun the tires, got a little loose, got a little bump from Kurt. And it's going to be Jamie Mack, number 1 into turn 1.
You spin the tires here at this racetrack more anywhere else because there's zero banking. It's so flat. It's not like a lot of racetracks. You got a little degree, 5 or 6 degrees of banking. Flat.
Wow. Jimmy Johnson stuck in the middle.
Real trouble off turn 2. Changed just right side tires, and he was really stacked
hard in the wall. 3 cars and a flame goes Jeff Gordon with Martin Truex and Greg Biffle.
All right, the fire's out. Just smoking now. Come down pit road if you can.
That's Jeff Spotter, Eddie DeHaan. Boy, there's 2 torn up race cars.
Wow.
24, 78, and 16.
Straight to the garage.
And Gordon got the worst of it. Biffle also heads for the garage.
Wow.
Truex already in there.
Well, let's see what happened this time.
Now you see Biffle.
Yeah, there's
Truex ahead of him. Jeff Gordon is ahead of both of them.
That's Kansas on the bottom right here. There's Gordon up ahead. Oh, Gordon comes up in the front of Truex there in his 78, and they just get hooked up and drive up into the wall, and then Bethel had nowhere to go. He was just kind of a victim there of circumstances.
But compared to the car on the inside, Darrell, Gordon for some reason slowed abruptly before all that started.
Have to look at it another time or two. Couldn't get a real good idea about why that happened. Looks like Jeff's car just kind of wants it just takes off all at once.
Darrell, it almost looked like a right front tire may have been going soft on that 24
It sure
car.
seemed like it, Larry, because the car just all of a sudden started to veer up the track.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. now 9th. You heard about Jimmy Johnson trying to hold track position. That did not fare well for the 48. He is back to 11th of 16.
I think Jimmy knew that. Jimmy really knew that wasn't going to work. He told Chad, it's like I'm trying to work a jigsaw puzzle in here, and can't find the right pieces.
Brian Vickers coming back toward the front. He is 6th. Kurt Busch in 4th. Denny Hamlin 5th. Vickers 6th. These cars are about 4 seconds off the lead.
You know what? I got to tell you something. That 41 go. Oh, wait a minute. Did the 31 get into it?
Clear to come down. Clear to come down. Clear to come down. Coming to you right side. Getting in 3. Right side and getting in 3.
Yeah,
coming to you right here.
Right front's down.
She's down. I was going to say 41 car Kurt Busch running in 4th place. I want to give a shout out to Parker Klingerman. Parker drove that car for Kurt, helped him with it. Must have done a pretty darn good job because that car's been good tonight.
We knew yesterday Brian Vickers in his 55 had a fast race car, and he's backing up now in the closing laps of this 4th segment as he just drove by Denny Hamlin in the 11 for the 5th spot. Hamlin's fighting back, though.
Yeah, Vickers second fastest in practice in the one practice session that we had. Now they're closing back on Kurt Busch. Kligerman will be doing substitute duty again next week for the Coke 600. Practicing that 41 while Kurt is at Indianapolis.
Kurt's going to be able to hold off to 55 of Vickers to hang on to that 4th spot.
80 laps in the books. As the field cycles through, the caution will wave, and then they will reset the field based on their average segment ending position. Casey Kane way up toward the wall there. Did he hit
got into the wall hard here, guys.
Yeah, he did. He hit pretty hard.
Right front.
Yes, he did.
He'd gotten into the wall pretty hard there a little bit ago, and I think it probably cut that right front tire down.
This has been the story of Casey Kane's season right here. So dominant those first 2 or 3
Sorry,
seconds.
guys. Can't believe that happened.
Now remember, he tagged the wall when he and the 31 of Newman ran out of racing room there.
Yeah. I mean, they just followed each other right into the wall.